Welcome to People Deserve to Live. I'm Sam.
And I'm Luwam. Today we want to talk about something that, on the surface, is a source of joy and unity for the entire world, the World Cup.
It's often called the world's game for a reason. Every 4 years, billions of people tune in. We see flags from every nation, not in conflict, but in celebration. It's this beautiful, powerful symbol of what we can be when we come together.
Exactly. It's a moment where a shared passion transcends borders, languages, and politics. For 90 minutes on a field, none of that is supposed to matter. It's just about the sport, the skill, the human drama of it all.
You see fans from rival nations hugging in the stands, sharing food, singing together. It's this incredible vision of global community.
It really is. The dream of the World Cup is that it's for everyone. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you believe, or what passport you hold. You are part of this global family.
But that's the dream. The reality, as we so often find, is more complicated. Because outside the stadium, the borders are still there. The conflicts are still real. And the same politics we hope to escape for a moment, they have a way of finding their way back in. And on the pitch, for that brief time, it feels true. You see players who might be from nations in conflict, and they're just athletes. They're competing, respecting each other's skill. The political baggage seems to just melt away under the stadium lights.
Right, and they affect everyone, not just governments, but ordinary people. The players, the referees, the fans who save for years just to be there. Their lives, their dreams are often caught in the middle. It does. It's like a temporary truce, a neutral ground. The players aren't politicians, they're ambassadors of the sport. Their focus is on the ball, the strategy, the shared language of the game. That's what we, as fans, connect with.
The world's game becomes a reminder of a divided world. We see these incredible athletes who have trained their entire lives, representing their countries with such pride. But then you hear the stories of what it took for them to get there, or the stories of those who couldn't.
And that brings us to a really specific and, I think, heartbreaking example. The story of Omar Abdulkadir Artan.
Tell us about him.
Before you tell us about him, I think it's important to talk about the role of the referee in general. They are the guardians of the game's integrity. They have to be impartial, focused, and make split-second decisions under immense pressure.
He's a Somali referee, and not just any referee. He was selected by FIFA as a potential official for the 2026 World Cup, which will be hosted in the US, Canada, and Mexico. This is the pinnacle of a referee's career. It's the dream. Absolutely. They're often invisible when they do their job well, but the entire structure of fair play rests on their shoulders. They train for years, just like the players, to reach that elite level. They are as much a part of the World Cup dream as any star striker.
Absolutely. To be chosen for that stage is an incredible honor. It's a testament to years of dedication.
It is. He was invited to the U.S. for a preparatory course, a key step in the selection process. But he was denied a visa. He couldn't enter the country.
So, a man recognized by the highest governing body of football for his talent and integrity is blocked by a border, not because of something he did, but because of the passport he holds.
Exactly. It just strips away the individual. He's no longer Omar Artan, elite referee. He's a document, a nationality that raises a red flag, and a lifelong dream is put in jeopardy because of it.
That's the part that's so hard to reconcile. The World Cup celebrates what a person can achieve, regardless of their origin. But the logistics of getting there can make origin the only thing that matters.
The only thing that matters. And it's not an isolated incident. Think about national teams from countries with strained political relationships with the host nations. And it goes beyond just the official participants. Think of the journalists. A country's story at the World Cup is told by its own press. When reporters from certain nations face visa hurdles, their perspective is silenced. The narrative becomes controlled by who is allowed to enter, not who has a story to tell.
Right. There was a situation with Iran's national team. They had planned to set up their World Cup base camp in Tucson, Arizona.
A logical choice given the climate and proximity, but due to the political tensions between the U.S. and Iran, it became too complicated, too uncertain, so they had to move their camp to Tijuana, Mexico, instead.
So now a team's preparation for the biggest tournament of their lives is disrupted. They have to change plans, adapt, and deal with logistical headaches, all because of politics that have nothing to do with them as athletes.
They just want to play football, but they're forced to carry the weight of geopolitics onto the field with them. And what about the fans?
That's where it hits so many more people. The families who want to see their sons or daughters play, the journalists trying to cover their national teams, the fans who have saved up for years to make this one incredible trip.
For them, a visa denial isn't just a bureaucratic stamp. It's a closed door on a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's missing the chance to see your country's flag raised, to sing your anthem with thousands of others.
That shared joy, that connection, it's priceless. And to have it taken away because of where you were born, it feels so profoundly unfair. It undermines the very spirit of the event.
It does. It brings us to the central question, doesn't it? Can an event like the World Cup truly unite the world if the world's systems of borders and politics are designed to divide us?
It makes you wonder about the promises made when a country bids to host. Part of the deal, implicitly, is that you will welcome the world. There's a pledge of openness. When these issues arise, it feels like a breach of that contract with the global community.
And this is where it gets tough, because no one is saying that security isn't important. Every country has the right and the responsibility to keep its citizens safe. That's a given.
Of course, it's not about advocating for open borders with no checks. It's about the process. It's about fairness and human dignity. It's about looking at a person as an individual.
Looking at Omar Artan and seeing a referee who has earned his place, not just a Somali passport. Looking at an Iranian fan and seeing someone who loves football, not a political statement.
Yes, can we not create systems that are secure but also humane, that are cautious but also just? Systems that don't rely on broad stereotypes about entire nationalities, but on the merits of the individual case.
Because when we don't, we lose something. We lose the potential of these global moments. The message becomes, everyone is welcome unless you're from the wrong place. So what could that look like? Some have proposed a special event visa, like the ones used for the Olympics, a document that is tied specifically to the tournament, vetted by both FIFA and the host country's security apparatus to streamline the process for anyone officially involved.
And that's a tragedy, because the beauty of sport is that it shows us that talent, passion, and dedication are universal. They don't belong to one country or one group of people. They're part of the human spirit.
The human spirit.
So maybe the hope isn't that the World Cup can magically solve all our problems. That's too much to ask of a football tournament. But perhaps it can serve as a mirror. It can show us the world we say we want to be, a world of unity, respect, and shared joy.
And it can also show us the gap between that vision and our reality. It highlights the hurdles we still need to overcome.
And it reminds us that behind every policy, every travel ban, every visa denial, there are people. Individuals with dreams, with families, with a right to be seen for who they are, not just where they are from. Everyone deserves a safe place to call home. but they also deserve the chance to pursue their dreams, to participate in the world.
That's the core of it. Safety and dignity should not be opposing forces. We can and we must find a way to honor both, because in the end, we all share this one world. We should all have a chance to be part of its great moments.
A chance to be seen, a chance to be judged on our own merits, a chance to simply share in the joy of being human.
People deserve to live.